Hello everybody, can you hear me? Please confirm in chat if you can hear me. Hello everybody, can you guys hear me? Welcome to the session, welcome to the live session. How was your exam? Let me quickly go through the chat. There were some technical issues, so we could not start immediately. So I'm sure a lot of people have afternoon exam also. So please start filling the form so that I can show you exactly the data, right? So Akansha, yes, we have started. Easy questions, Bharti. Okay, Bharti, please fill the form, right? And everybody. So let's get started. Today, we have 4 experts with me, along with me, myself, and we have some data-driven decisions which we are going to make. So quickly, if you fill the form so that I can show the graph to all of you at my back, like you can see now. So we asked the students, how was the exam? And majority of them said, okay, tough. Okay, how many people said tough? 15.4% people have said tough till now. Okay, very tough, 7.7%. So this graph will change according to what people say. Okay, if you fill the form, the graph will change. Okay, so this is all real time. If you fill the form, the graph will change. Okay, so what do we see? 53% are saying the exam was good for them, right? So isn't that a great news? Yes, it is, right? Everybody, please comment below. Instagram, hello everybody on Instagram. Hello everybody on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, right? So 53.8% people are saying that it was good. 23.1% people said it was moderate, right? Now let's look at comparison to previous exam, what we are looking at. So this is a comparison. I will just move out of the screen so that you can see it. So as you can see, majority people say that the paper was moderate. Okay, so the paper was moderate. That's what majority people say. Okay, easy for, of course, the toppers will always say it was easy, and tough and difficult. Okay, so that's what the news we have. Doesn't exist, Ara. Where exactly you are seeing this? Okay, there is a error. Okay, fine. I will just change this. Okay, I'll just ping the link. Everybody, please click on this link. I'm sharing this link. Please click on this link which I have shared. I will just share on the screen also. Okay, this is the link which you fill. If you fill in the real time, then the background will change. Okay, so आपको fill करनी है, ये form fill करोगे, automatically पीछे change हो जाएगा. So पहला question जो हमने पूछा है आपको, how was the exam? तो आप देख सकते हो 53% people are saying it was good, 23% people are saying it is moderate, 15% people are saying it is tough, and then very tough, 7.7% people are saying. Okay, compared to the previous exam like 2023 June, ठीक है, अगर हम देखते हैं तो easy, of course toppers तो बोलेंगे easy है, majority लोगों को यहाँ पर moderate लग रहा है, they are thinking that this is moderate. Very less number of people are saying difficult, tough. Okay, fine. Now we will quickly jump to this part, which is very important because आपको पता करने हैं for afternoon session that which unit was most difficult. So you can see unit 1, majority students are saying unit 1 was difficult. Okay, then unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7. Okay, so 5, 6, 7 जो है you have similar. Okay, unit 10, unit 4 और unit 13 भी है difficult, लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा people said is unit 1. So the more you fill, जितने लोग fill करोगे आपको 499 rupees का gift voucher मिलेगा Biotechnica की तरफ से in the next 48 hours. And of course data यहाँ पर आ जाएगा so that all of you can see in real time क्या हो रहा है. ठीक है, so this is just like the election results, सब कुछ real time होगा. You fill the form and everything gets updated here. So like you can see, unit 1 most difficult unit so far according to the people who are filling the form. Now let's go to the next question, which is most difficult, most questions asked from. Time kam hai, jaldi se let's look at that. So most questions were asked from unit 5 and 6, as you can see. Unit 1 se kam questions hai, lekin jo bhi tha tough tha. Unit 3 se bhi hai. So unit 3, 5 and 6 is what students are saying. The more people fill the form, all this data will change. So as of now, this is what we have. Now we'll look at the difficulty level. So majority people, like I said, like they said, it is moderate. So they have rated it as 5 and 6 is what. So ज़्यादा difficult नहीं था, ज़्यादा easy नहीं था. It was moderate for most of you, right? And we are waiting for everybody to fill the form. So please do that. Okay. Now, सबसे important चीज which we all should know is, did you face any technical difficulty, right? So as you can see at my back, majority students did not face technical difficulty, which is a good news. But पॉसिबल है कि कुछ लोगों ने अभी फॉर्म फिल नहीं किया है. सो बिफोर यू स्टार्ट द नेक्स्ट सेशन आफ्टरनून वालों, प्लीज कीप दिस इन माइंड दैट इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग दिस सेशन, मेक श्योर that you check your mouse, you check your computer thoroughly, because अगर बीच में प्रॉब्लम आता है, your candidature can get cancelled. So don't play, take that trick. Okay, take that risk. Okay, Aditya, sir, my sister is in BSc Biotechnology first year. Is there any winter internship or training for her? Aditya, you can drop me a mail later at shekhar@biotechnica.org. I will connect with you. Okay. So like we can see, these are the things which we are getting. Now we'll see how many students are saying, okay, we will write the exam and we will not write the exam. So you can see 9 people said that they will write the exam again. Okay. And 4 people said that we will decide after the results. So this is what we have. So far 13 people have filled the form. We're still waiting. So in the meanwhile, we have our experts who have joined in. So let's bring up Neha ma'am on the screen, and Tanushri ma'am and Divya ma'am. Hello ma'am, can you hear me? Welcome. I hope my audio is clear.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, hello, Shekhar sir. Thank you so much for the
Hello, sir.
opportunity. Hello, students.
Hello, students and everybody. So our experts are here. So I'll quickly bring up this particular um, screen with me. As you can see, Unit 1 maximum number of, it was most difficult according to students. So if someone could talk about Unit 1 and what are the tricks they should follow for the afternoon session, quickly over to the experts. Yeah. Who would like to take up that question? Unit 1. I think Neha ma'am can take that up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. There is a delay in the message being delivered to me, so that is why it took some time. Okay. Now coming to the unit one, this is one of the most important unit, as you have to develop the basics, and if you know those terms, those basics, certainly you'll be able to handle difficult questions in different units. So the major major thing which you have to do is a quick revision of the chapters which involve your enzymology, your pH calculations, and your proteins and amino acids. So these three are the most important chapters from Unit 1, and do a quick revision uh, in terms of the formulas being involved, right? So that is something quick and brief which you can do for Unit 1. Over to you, Shekhar sir.
Okay, so that was Neha ma'am sharing some insights on Unit 1. Let's quickly come at Unit 5, which is developmental biology. Any tips and tricks for the afternoon session students? Over to Divya ma'am and Tanushri ma'am.
When it comes to plant biotechnology, you can. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
audible.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So, when it comes to plant biotechnology, you can take up ABC flowering, from where the graphical question and the floral diagrams are being asked. Apart from that, double fertilization is an important topic, from where again a 4 marks questions are always expected. Apart from that, yeah, seed germination, seed development, apoptosis. Again, apoptosis is also the part of Unit 4, so you can take it in that way as well. So these are the topics from plant developmental biology part.
Okay, so that was Unit 5. Now let's get to Unit 6. Any expert would like to comment on Unit 6 and 7, which is, I think, plant physiology and animal physiology. Over to you.
Hello, sir. Again, Unit 6, The most important topic is coming from photosynthesis, from where again you can expect images based questions, as well as match the following kind of questions, and mostly 4 marks questions come from this unit 6. So you have to
Right.
be focusing on photosynthesis, secondary metabolites, plant hormones in details about the signaling pathway, the comparison, the receptors where they are located. Apart from that, sensory photobiology, that is cryptochromes, phytochromes. These are some important topics from unit 6.
Wonderful. So, okay. So, for our audience, let me be very, very clear. This is preliminary data. This may not be actual because more people, as they fill the form. So, if you have written the exam, please fill the form so that all this data gets updated. So, for now, this is the data which we have. So, Unit 13 is one very important. Right now, we can see it's showing less, but probably it will go up. So, Unit 13, Tanushree, ma'am, what's your opinion about this? How should we students target in the afternoon session? Because I think in the morning, if they ask less of unit 13, there will be more of unit 13 in the afternoon session. What's your take on that?
Yes, definitely, sir. Hello, everyone. Unit 13 actually you get both direct and combined questions. So maybe if they are saying that there are less questions, maybe they have not included the combination questions, which are usually asked by combining units from unit 1 and 13, unit 2 or unit 4 and 13, and unit 8 and 13 as well. So for the afternoon session, I would just like to suggest, I'm sure everyone has, like whatever you have prepared, just be confident about it. When it comes to questions, I know there can be long questions, especially experimental based questions in part C. So stay calm, because if you stay calm, definitely you'll able to understand the question better. So stay calm, read the question carefully, just look for the just look for the words like incorrect, correct, and not true or not true. Because even if you know the questions, if you know how to solve those questions, but if you miss these words, you'll answer it incorrectly. So stay calm, read the question carefully, and especially from unit 13, we can expect questions from restriction enzymes, digestion part, restriction digestion, even on vectors and restriction enzymes. And also we can expect questions from microscopy. So like basic terms, like we have magnification, resolution, numerical aperture, and also both light and electron microscopy. Then even you can expect questions on immunotechniques, especially flow cytometry, which has been asked in combination with Unit 2 cell division or Unit 4. And other than this, we can get questions on Western blotting or Southern blotting. And also there are you get questions from spectroscopy as well. So either direct question or again experimental based questions, especially UV visible spectroscopy, where you can get a graph based question, or even like some spectrum is given and you have to analyze, and you have to like statements are given and you have to answer it accordingly. Or maybe the question on Beer-Lambert's law, and even circular dichroism also you can get. And radioisotopes, other than this, radioisotopes is also equally important, like what kind of radio decay happens and half-life. So questions on that can also be asked. Unit, like if you go through the previous year question paper, I'm sure you have now understood that even questions from subunit D, that is statistical methods, are also asked. So my suggestion is, if you are not confident with the calculation based part, statistics based, numerical based questions, just leave them. But go for match the following type questions more. If usually in part C, match the following type questions are also asked from this subunit 13D statistical method, and even from microscopy or electrophysiological method. So please go for them. First answer, attempt such questions, because they are very scoring and also easy. So when you start with the questions you are comfortable with and those which are easy, you gain confidence. And definitely, like once you are confident, you'll attempt questions with more confidence and you get them right. Over to you, sir.
Right. That was really elaborate analysis by Tanushree ma'am. So now you can see, as people are filling, this graph is changing, and it's very interesting to see. Now, initially it was 53% people who said it was good, but now it has reduced. So the morale is going down, guys. 43% people said it is good. 25% are saying that it was moderate. 25% said it was tough, and 6.3% people said very tough. So I'm assuming that the people who wrote very tough are have written it for the first time, and they may be writing it again. But very interesting observation what we are seeing here is, compared to previous last time exam, it was not very uh, tough. It was moderate. It was not like, okay, compared to last exam it was very difficult. So that's always there. Now let's look at the difficult units. Now as you can see, the graphs are growing as more people are voting. The graphs are growing. You can also vote by clicking the link in the description. I'll put the link again in the chat box for everybody. If you are on Instagram, you will not be able to click, so I'm sorry for that. That's an Instagram problem. But anyways, I'm sharing this link once again with all of you. Please click, fill the form so that we know how was your exam. I'm sharing this as a overlay here. So this is the link which you have to click, fill the form, and then we will get a real-time analysis right here in front of us. So okay, so what we are looking at is the most difficult unit now is coming out as unit 7. So that's very interesting trend here. But now the maximum number of questions which was asked is showing as unit 6, which is plant physiology. I'm not sure how this is changing. So any expert would like to comment on plant physiology unit 6?
Hello, sir. Yeah, plant physiology, usually every time you are getting a bulk number of questions. So that trend is not changed, but the way the questions are being asked, that is getting difficult time by time. Like for example, the stress conditions and all, earlier they never used to ask questions from that part. But recently, that is last question paper, I have seen a 4 marks question carrying, I think, match the following based questions were asked. So the question trend is changing, but the bulk of question is remaining the same right from the beginning till now.
Okay, so that was really helpful, Divya ma'am. Thank you so much. So, coming back again, so far we have around 11 people who said yes, they will write the exam again. 5 people said they will wait for the results. In the meanwhile, of course, afternoon session people will also be coming. Now, according to me, I believe Unit 1, of course, is the basics and very tough. Neha ma'am, what will be your advice for the students who are going to go for the afternoon session? How should they target this Unit 1?
See, basically, Unit 1 at the 11th hour, it is difficult if you have not gone through it, and one should not miss this unit because this is one of the basic units which actually comes in combination with various other units. So you cannot just say that, okay, this question is from Unit 1 or Unit 13. It comes in combination, right? So that is how it is one of the most important units as far as any exam preparation is concerned, right? And if you are talking about the direct questions, yes, 3, 4 questions you will be getting out of it. And since and the topic which are included for the questions, they are very vast topics, right? And right now, as I had already told you, that you have to just go through the formulas, go through some basic questions like previous year question. You can just brush it up because it has got some concepts. So you will be able to recall those concepts if there is a question based on those concepts, right? I'm talking about the enzymology, the basic kinetics part and the inhibition part. And then coming back to the buffer and all, you need to have a basic good knowledge of your maths, knowledge of basic chemistry also is very much required. Yes. When it comes to unit 1, where we usually lack in the combination of combining questions, right? Like when unit 1 is asked with say unit 6, so you cannot say this is a unit 6 question or unit 1 question. So you need to understand, you need to read the question thoroughly, understand it very well, and then attempt the question, right? uh, Normal, if you ask me how to revise it, once again go through the formulas, go through some previous year questions or the and basic numericals, right? And we all also in Biotechnica, we already have a very nice YouTube video on which a lot of questions are discussed, right? So you can go through those as the last minute preparation, some selected questions, right? I would suggest you to go through. And if you have basic knowledge of, you say, Unit 13, Unit 3, Unit 6, then you will be able to answer them. There is no doubt about it. Another thing which a student lack is the confidence. If you know the formula, if you know the stuff, have confidence that you will be able to get the right answer, right? that fear or the phobia actually kills the temperament of the student, and that actually brings you to the wrong answer, right? So majority, like we always say that majority of people, they die of snake bite not because of the poison but because of the phobia or the fear. Same goes with unit one. So you need to remove that phobia or the fear. If you know the topic, if you know the unit, certainly you'll be able to answer them correctly, right? There is no doubt about it. So have that confidence in you if you have gone through. And since this is the one of the toughest exam as compared to other what do you say, university level exams or anything, because this is compared to the IAS level exam, right? You will be getting a stipend and then you'll be doing a PhD. So never undermine the standard of the questions which will be coming in the exam, right? So don't undermine them, but have patience, have confidence, and that's the key mantra, right? To go at this 11th hour. Over to you, Shekhar sir.
Right. So that was really insightful, Neha ma'am. As am seeing, I'm looking at the live data and it is being displayed here. 180 students have filled the form so far. And what data we see here, like somebody asked, how was the exam? So 40% people are saying it was good. Now it is reducing. The morale is going down. 30% is moderate, 25% tough, and 5% said very tough. So that's the breakup as of now. When people ask how was the exam, let's look at previous examination comparison. It remains the same, moderate. We'll come back to the most difficult unit. Now it is showing as unit 7 people are feeling was most difficult compared to unit 1. So unit 7 experts, I think unit expert has to come in and calm down the afternoon session students. Unit 7 was tough. What's your take,
See,
Divya ma'am?
students, Unit 7 is
Yeah.
um, yes, Unit 7 is something, it is core zoology. So if you don't have basic zoology knowledge, it will be difficult for you. And as I said that there are a lot of questions, the combined question, right? So there'll be Unit 5 question and you'll be thinking it is a Unit 7 question. It is not, right? So in Unit 7, the nervous system, the endocrinology, the circulatory system, all the excretory system, these are like, I mean, if you look at the volume of the pages of each chapter carries, it is close, you can write a book out of 200 to 300 pages in that, right? So that's
Right.
the enormity of these chapters are. So don't worry if you have not taken Unit 7. I'm talking about the students who are going to write second shift, right? If you have not
Mhm.
taken Unit 7, don't worry. There are a lot of other units. Only a zoology person will be able to attempt it. So never it's not too late, but yes, focus on other units. Like if you are a botany person, focus on unit 6. You get more questions out of it, and then you need to focus on ecology and evolution also, and genetics. These are the scoring questions, right? You always get your answers right. So in genetics also, you will never get a question wherein your conclusion will be wrong, right? So most of the time you always conclude a right answer. So go for these units in spite of going for unit 7. And yes, unit 7 will always be difficult for non-zoology people because it is a very vast as compared to any other unit. Yeah. Anything else Divya ma'am would like to add?
Usually, what happens is that we have plant physiology and animal physiology. So, some majority of them will be choosing one of them. So, either they will go for plant physiology or they will go for animal physiology. As Neha ma'am mentioned, animal physiology is also vast, even though plant physiology is also a vast unit only. But still, the frequency and the number of questions, as I have seen, is bit more in unit 6. But yes, unit 7 also they are asking the questions, but a bit more frequency is unit 6. So, yeah,
Yes.
as ma'am mentioned, botany students can go for plant physiology part and zoology students can go for this plant, animal physiology part.
Yes, and apart from that, if you look at plant physiology, some of the portions which are there, they are from biochemistry itself. The entire 6A, 6B, it is actually a part of your biochemistry itself. So if you have good understanding of biochemistry, you'll be able to answer those questions. There is no doubt about it. It's the same thing, one and the same thing, right? But there is nothing of that sort in Unit 7. You need to know every bit of it. And you cannot use your knowledge of circulatory system to answer an end of biology question. You cannot do that, right?
Yeah.
So these are two different dimension things only altogether, right? If you know about hair, you cannot talk about how your feet should be, right? Uh, the texture of hair is entirely different than how your feet is, right? The two different organs, the two different ways. You cannot mix them together. So that's the beauty and that's the toughness of Unit 7. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think Tanu ma'am also wants to add something over there.
Yeah, ma'am, just to add, like you have already mentioned about Unit 7 in detail. Just to add, like definitely if we compare it with Unit 6, Unit 7 questions are very unpredictable. Like even if we go through the previous year question papers, then also like it's very difficult to find out the trend because the questions are very unpredictable, and maybe this is the reason that students find Unit 7 very much difficult in comparison to Unit 6 and other units. That's all, ma'am. Over to you.
All right. So we do have now, we are just updating the form right now as we speak. More than 200 students have filled the form and we are updating it in real time. So we still see now Unit 10 coming up. Any expert would like to talk about Unit 10 now for the afternoon students as well as for the existing students who wrote the morning session? Unit 10. That's also there. And then we also have, I think, Unit 4, which is coming up now. Unit 4, anybody would like to take up? Unit 4 and Unit 10. These are the two,
Uh,
one of the difficult units.
Sir,
Yeah,
I would like to take up Unit 4th part.
please go
Unit
ahead.
4 is the mark fetching unit, and most of the times you are getting direct questions, but when you come into the subtopic like cancer and all, you are getting experimental yet logical questions you will be getting. So if you look into the important topics from Unit 4, you can always skip 4A, that is host parasite reaction. Secondly, cell signaling is very, very important. Please go through the signaling pathway, specifically GPCR and RTK pathway. Apart from that, when it comes to cellular communication, there anyway you will get one match the following question. Whether it could be cell to cell interaction, or it could be cell to matrix interaction, or it could be based on cell adhesion molecules. Coming to 4D, that is your cancer and apoptosis. Apoptosis, sometimes they do ask, but not always. But cancer related questions are usually seen in combination with immunology. Like if you have gone through the previous year question paper, immunology and cancer were combined one. So, overall speaking, yes, it is very important, and please focus on these topics specifically. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so now things are changing as we can see. How was your exam is now completely changed. I would request the team to bring me up on the full screen as you can see here. Now, majority students are saying that moderate, it's 54.5% students are saying it was moderate. 36% people are saying it was tough. Only 9% people said it was good. So that good part is gone now. It is reduced. And you can see this is a drastic change. And while ma'am was talking, all this people are filling, students are filling the form. If you are also attending and you have attended the morning session, you have not filled the form, I have shared the link in the comment box. Please fill that. So you can see here 54% people are finding it moderate, which means that, okay, the afternoon session is also going to be of the same difficulty level. Don't worry about that. And then most difficult units, again, Unit 7 is now taller than all of them. Okay, Unit 1 is the second tallest, followed by Unit 4, 5, 6, Unit 8. Any expert would like to talk about Unit 8?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Unit 8 is very important and very interesting unit from exam point of view. Like usually if we go through the trend from Unit 8, there are around like 9 to 12 questions always asked. Like it could be 6 part B, 6 part C, or 4 part B, 5 part C sort of questions are asked. So range is 9 to 12 questions. And both calculation based questions as well as statement based questions are asked. So when it comes to calculation based, definitely a question on probability is there, lot score is there, and Mendelian ratios it's there. And pedigree analysis is again very important topic from where the question is mostly asked. And other than this, like also in part C, definitely a question on mutation or structure and alteration in chromosome, that is always there. And also questions on the extensions of Mendelian principles. Like, so they basically combine pedigree analysis along with the terms like pleiotrophy, incomplete dominance, codominance, and X-linked trait, or epistasis. Also sometimes they ask the flowchart based questions, like they frame a hypothetical pathway and based on that they ask the questions. Other than that, genetic mapping, distance between the genes, or physical mapping, question combining both genetic and physical mapping in part C is being asked. And also questions on tetrad analysis is also sometimes asked. Other than that, microbial genetics is also very much important, like transduction, sexduction, interrupted gene mating. So from here, the questions are mostly asked in Unit 8. So if you are not comfortable with calculation-based question, again, you have the choices to do the questions based on the terms, or like as I mentioned on pedigree analysis, and also you have the choices. So don't get scared when it comes to Unit 8. You always have the choices, go for it. Because even if you have practiced probability based questions, there are chances that maybe in the exam the question comes which is quite confusing and you are not able to understand which rule to apply, whether it is a sum rule or product rule or a binomial theorem. So in that case, it's better to skip that question instead of losing marks in negative marking. So I'll just suggest solve those questions with which you are most confident with, and read the question carefully. Usually questions are very direct, not very difficult. So go through them, and all the very best for Unit 8. Over to you, sir.
All right, so we are now getting varied data. Unit 12 has just now been being born, as you can see here. Unit 12 which just paida hua hai. You can see the tower is increasing now. Unit 13 now is shorter, Unit 12 is bigger, and now this is maximum number of questions asked from which unit. So as we can see here, maximum number of questions were asked from Unit 4, 6, and Unit 12. So Unit 4, what are the precautions students should take about Unit 4? Any expert would like to comment on that?
First thing is that please read the question thoroughly. Always it happens that not complete, incomplete, we used to skip that part and we will read the question with an overconfident, we will jump into the answer. So read that part clearly and match the following. I will suggest you to mandatorily attend it, because anyways you will get 2 to 3 combination confident on, so you can automatically go for one perfect option. Apart from that, yeah, certain flowchart based questions do come in the exam, specifically when we speak of signaling. So the protein sequence and all, if you remember it properly, then you can blindly go for it. Can easily fetch a 4 marks, because anyways you will be getting 3 to 4 4 marks questions for sure from fourth unit in the part C part, and part B also you get around 3 to 4 questions, so you can easily fetch the marks. And yes, cancer, you have to, cancer and immunology, when I speak of, these are experimental questions. So if your concepts are clear, just have a look onto that, put your efforts on that, and read the question thoroughly, get the answer.
Right. So now here there is a comment from Arshdeep. How was the first exam? Okay, we have answered that. You can see here. Comment from Himanshu that it was tough. Rahul, tough paper. Why Himanshu? Why Rahul? Which unit you found difficulty? Please let me know. Which unit had highest number of questions? Arshdeep, that data we are getting right now as we speak. Maximum questions were asked from this data, as you can see for the morning session, guys. So Unit 1, Unit 4, Unit 6, and Unit 12 is the maximum number of questions, followed by Unit 13. So this is what our audience is voting. Right now we are at around 300 students who have voted. This number will keep on improving as we speak. So this is around 310 now. 310 students have voted. Okay. Now, if the audience has any question, whoever is writing the afternoon session, please go ahead if you have any questions. So overall, what are the precautions as afternoon applicants, the afternoon registrants should have? Neha ma'am, what is your take on that? What is the overall precautions students should take for the afternoon session?
But yeah, thank you, Shekhar. See, first of all, you have to be have too much of patience in your mind. There should be more focus right? While reading the question, when you're reading it, try and analyze it and try to find out answer on your own without looking at the keys which is given over there or the options given over there, right? Try to find out a conclusion and then look at the options. That is one way. If you, while reading it itself, if you get to know, okay, fine, I'm stuck in between here, just mark that question, and later on, whenever you have time, you can come back and write that question, right? Attempt that question. That is another thing. Third thing, you already know which all units you have prepared. So while going through the question paper itself, you'll get to know, okay, fine, this unit I have prepared, so I can answer it, right? So give just do a tick mark that, okay, fine, I'll attempt this one. So first of all, select some 25, 30 odd questions and then try attempting it. I'm talking about part B and part C, right? Don't just go and jump at it. Now, coming to part A, since it's more of math based, and like last time, it was very easy paper. Part A was very easy. Within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we were able to solve the entire paper, right? The entire 20 questions. So sometimes it comes very easy and sometimes it comes a little bit tricky, right? So you can always keep some 20, 30 minutes extra time for part A, right? But yes, since you have already gone through the entire process of learning and reading part B and C, so spend maximum time in part B and C and don't just start your paper with part A, right? Part A, you can come at the end. That is what is my suggestion.
All right. So that was quite insightful, Neha ma'am. Thank you so much. Now, students, for the afternoon session or for a general, you can see the graph here as it grows. Maximum number of questions we are seeing from unit 4 and 6, followed by unit 12 and unit 1, and then followed by that is unit 8, 11, and 13. Now, students, whoever, like a lot of students told me that, sir, before the exam, I freeze, I'm not able to recall. So that for the afternoon session, this is normal. This is natural that you will not be able to recall some stuff. But when you will see the question, you'll automatically recall. Your brain is faster than a supercomputer. So instead of panicking, just stay calm down, relax, go in, write your session, and you're going to make it. Okay. Now, very important thing here, like we are getting some comments from Rahul. I think we should bring that up. There was a Sudoku question in part A. Right. So you can see Sudoku questions are coming in part A. We've never seen that, right, Neha ma'am? And now that's, and you are a Sudoku expert, by the way. If you remember all the newspaper Sudoku you used to solve in our childhood, and I'll be like, how do you do that? So you can see Sudoku questions are coming up, Rahul. Interesting update here. And like he says, of course, our students are also confirming this fact that maximum questions were from Unit 6. Okay, and you can see this from the graph also. Unit 4 and 6 maximum questions are there. This particular poll has been voted in the last 20 minutes by more than 300 students. I think now 350 students have voted this. So yes, Unit 6 was there. Now Unit 4 is above Unit 6. So yeah, maximum people are saying that Unit 4 and 6 the questions were. And overall, how was the exam? Uh, Now the graph changes again. We have 13% people. They started at 56%, if you remember. We had 56% people saying that it was good. Now only 13% people are saying it was good. So you can see as people vote, the good part goes away, right? Moderate 40%, tough 40%, and 6.7% is very tough, right? So this is amazing. This is the first time where we have created a system where in real time, as students are coming out of their exam hall, they're voting here and we are seeing it live right now in front of us. This is just like how the election results comes up. So it's very exciting and very nice. So from our audience, if you have any questions or anything you would like to ask our experts, we are right here. Now, let's look at the previous exam comparison now. Again, moderate and difficult is what people say. Fine, no problem. Most difficult unit now is Unit 7 and Unit 1, right? So this has been the winner since the beginning, Units 1 and Unit 7. Maximum people found it tough. And normally, like earlier, we used to do this after the exam, after like 2 days or 3 days, we used to compile this. But right now, all this is happening in real time. As you can see, this is the best part, right? And morning when we came up with this concept, we were like, wow, so excited to do this. And now that we can see it in real time, as students are voting, we are seeing it in live. Unit 7, Unit 8, and Unit 1, people are finding it difficult, right? Okay, so now let's look at the technical difficulty. Still, maximum students did not face technical difficulty. Some people, and how many were there? Let me just look at it. So this should be somewhere around, okay, around 30 people have faced this problem, that it was a technical issue. The rest did not face it. Is my audio clear? Hello?
Yes.
Can you, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Perfect.
So it looks like there's some technical issue in the audio. It should be fine. All right. So I think we have come to the end of our session, and we have given very clear picture to our afternoon students. Now this data will keep updating itself, and again in the evening will come live at around 5:30 or 6 o'clock, and we will share the morning as well as evening real-time live data on how was the exam, and if you liked it or not. You can always share your comments in comment section below, and let us know how can we improve on this analysis. So that's all for now. Thank you so much for joining, and all the best for the afternoon session. We will meet again at around 5:30, and we will discuss about how was the exam. All the best.